Welcome back to Greedo's Goldmine, your most bipolar review channel on all the interwebs. Today we're going to do a challenge, actually, and we're going to go to the grocery store, Trader Joe's specifically, and see if we can get a healthy diet for just $100. And if we can keep under enough, can we make it to Ralph's too and do 2 grocery stores for $100? Let's see. Oh, disclaimer, we need cat supplies, which aren't going to count for this particular order. We're just going for human groceries on this one. So let's drive off to the grocery store and see what we find. All right, folks, so we are here at our local Trader Joe's. So let's see how this $100 challenge goes. I'm nervous, this is impossible. Gotta start off healthy, so we start with the baby greens and power of the greens mix for our veggies. Some ham to make the kids happy, for sure. They were asking for this for their lunch this weekend during our visitation. Some clam chowder to go with some sandwiches during the week. That sounds nice and tasty. Get some bacon to go with our breakfast foods, depending on what the cost of eggs is. Even though we don't need it, the price of ground pork and ground beef by comparison and everything else in between is really good compared to Ralph's. Can't forget to get our baby Dutch yellow potatoes for our favorites. A chocolate milk sounds good for the day. It's rare we get this lately, so let's do that as one of our sweet tooth options. Ooh, and something seasonal to review. Pretzel bread pudding. We'll try this one out later for sure. Ooh, and a really good cookie find, the raspberry hearts. Another one worth a review. Where are we at following our excursion to Trader Joe's? Well, we spent $49 and some change, so we still have $50 left to do Ralph's. Maybe even fit the whole cat budget in there. So off to the next store. Let's see how this goes. After a short 5-second drive, we are at our local Ralph's, where we hope to finish off our journey, locking our car, of course, in spending only $100 in groceries for the week for Los Angeles area, California. Can we do it? I don't know. Cat supplies, of course, because we can't leave the shameless one without his food source and everything else he needs. And more preserves for the kiddos, of course. And if we look at the price of jellies overall, honestly, from a perspective of what tastes good and what the overall unit prices are, Bon Maman Blackberry Preserves again, coming through with the win. So now we're done at Ralph's and we've spent another $86.30, including cat supplies. So we had said before the challenge was, can we do groceries for a week, at least to top off what we already have with just $100? And it turns out the answer in Los Angeles is it is very difficult to, if not impossible. I came in at, once you calculate that out, just over $100 in total for a whole bunch of groceries for the week from Trader Joe's and from Ralph's to eat healthy. I already had meat, for example. I didn't buy eggs this time out of principle, and certain things like that is my own little rules behind the scenes. But you know, when it comes to making sure at least lunch for my kiddos on the time I see them over the weekend, and at least basic things for myself to eat with a balanced diet are covered, we got that. So there's enough things around like rice, potatoes, beans, meats, cheeses, etc., that I should be able to pull together a couple good recipes and cook sessions. But yeah, I raise this one out to anyone out there in your local area, depending on where you are. Can you know, do a $100 grocery run or under and still cover all the bases for a week, especially if you have a family? I think it's probably more and more impossible by the day out there in America. And, you know, I was kind of inspired by thinking back to my own grad school days when for literally $100, you could feed yourself for probably 2 weeks, from what I remember at least. So yeah, it's just the way the world's going, unfortunately, but figured it would be a fun one to challenge myself. Can, you know, one spend just $100 and eat healthy? And the answer seems to be no. The only times I've spent under $100 in a week recently is buying almost entirely processed foods and junk foods, which is not good for American society either. So Something to think about, folks. But if you like this one, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And you know what? Actually, I'm not going to cut out there. I still want you to like, share, and subscribe. But let's just go over the groceries once I get home, what we got for our total amount, and understand what the cost of this is. So first, this is what we got for $49 and some change at Trader Joe's. So you can see everything there. Nice balance between meats, sides, and salads with a little bit of sweets thrown in. Gotta have those, of course. We're gonna definitely try out that pretzel bread pudding for a little review. That looks nice and new. So now let's check out what we got from Ralph's. And our Ralph's haul for a total of $58, 86 and some change if you include the cat stuff, which is not shown here. With that would entail cat litter, cat food, and cat treats. So Seamus, as you can hear in the background, is excited about grocery day. But yeah, it turns out that we were just unable to hit the $100 mark for the bare essentials, and actually even forgot coffee. So I'm going to have to go back to the store at some point and add another $10 to that. So basically this week we're going to say it was $118 for all of our groceries together. And that is the best we could physically do. And as you see, there's not a lot there. If you really fill your cart and go for a full-blown organic diet, etc., I would be very shocked if you could pull off a cart that's under $200 per grocery store in the greater Los Angeles area. So just something to think about, folks. So that, my friends, is the $100 grocery challenge. Can you do it in your local area? I'd be really interested to find out. But in my local area, the answer is if you want to eat healthy, no. If you want to eat really poorly as a diet, there might be a possibility. But it just goes to show what health costs in America in general to just stay healthy by preventative measures, which is to say eat better and not have to rely on pharmaceuticals. So food for thought as always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share for more of these. And until the next one, wherever you are out there, we hope you're having a good one. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again, folks.